Hi friends, welcome to Bella Stitchery. Every once in a while I'll buy a smaller paper pad for mini albums, card making. This, for example, is a Graphic 45 Fairy Dust Collection, an 8x8. But I did not want that to stop me from making full 12 by 12 pages. So I'm going to show you 3 different ideas for scrapbook layouts using smaller paper pads. The first one, let's build together. And then I'll show you a couple others that I've made so you can kind of get an idea of things you could try if, like me, you have paper in all different sizes. 6x6, 4x4. I mean, whenever I find something, especially if it's on sale, I'm like, you know what, I'll figure out a use for it later, but it is cute. So for this one, I've kind of prepped some things here. I found some cardstock that kind of matched the color family from this line. Then taking 2 of my 8x8 sheets, because we're gonna make a secret 12 by 12 page. No one's gonna know, it's not real. I'm taking one of my pages here and I'm going to rip some little windows. I love ripping paper anyway. I feel like it kind of adds a whole nother element to it, makes it look a little interesting. Okay, so we're gonna rip some windows here. Don't wanna rip it necessarily all the way through. Then for my background cardstock here, this is gonna be glued down. In fact, I'll glue kind of the borders now using some art glitter glue just to kind of hold it in place. Then we're gonna take our fake 12 by 12 and tuck it back behind. So you see the beautiful collection, but no one will ever know that's an 8x8 sheet. I'm gonna tuck another one too, right underneath it. Don't worry that there's an overlap showing here because I'm gonna put flowers and stuff on top of it. No big deal. Just gonna line it up where I want it, like so. And look at that. Looks like a full sheet of paper. Magical. Oh, it's so magical, which is perfectly fitting for a magical line, right? Okay, then you're gonna add a little bit of glue behind there, like so. Turn this, might be easier. Like so. Glue that down. I also thought maybe some doilies might be fun, so I got this one here. Love me some doilies. I have them in all different sizes. I'm gonna cut it in half because again, it's gonna be tucked. No one will ever know the difference. I want it to show, this is what I'm gonna use for my photo mount. This is a 5x7 and it's matted. So I wanna make sure my doily stands up a bit. Tuck the other one in here. And boom, we are cruising right along. So that's gonna sit about like this, okay? So wherever you want your doilies, you could also use little die cuts from the collection to peek out or just leave it, whatever you want. It's your creative journey. Okay, so then we're gonna add a little bit of glue here. Doilies don't really need a lot of glue because they're pretty lightweight. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is now add this photo mount. Cool trick, right? This paper, also taken from the 8x8 pad. So you know it all coordinates nicely. And then what I did, also from the 8x8 pad, I fussy cut out this fairy and these little bells and flowers, along with some of the other images, and matted them with this same cardstock. So I'm gonna make this cute little collage off to the side here. I love doing collages off to the side. I don't know why. I started doing it not that long ago, and now I'm kind of like, oh, I love doing little hidden moments over here. You could add more flowers, you could add little images. I feel like sometimes it's less distracting if it's on its own corner than if I try to put everything where the photo is going to go. Does that make sense? And then you don't have so much space on your page. Another idea is you could just add more photo mounts. You could do like some small squares down here, however you want to do it. So I'm going to tuck this little fairy in there. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It has the cutest illustrations. Just can't even stand it. I've made cards. In fact, I have a tutorial. Check it out over here for a fairy card with gift card pocket. If you want to check that out, that was one of my tutorial Tuesdays. And then I found these cute flowers. These are from Prima Marketing here. And I just pulled the purples. They have a nice little range of colors. Anastasia. Ooh, so pretty. I'll put a link to those. And then I'm just going to kind of play with my collage now. See where I want to put everything. I found some cool leaves. I tend to collect the things I think I'm going to use in advance or that color coordinate. So then when I have the time to craft, I can just kind of sit down and do it all at once or stand up, because that's what I'm doing now. I have a standing desk and it is awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to glue my things down now and just build a little collage. Put some flowers here and there. When things coordinate, it really makes it easy to just go for it. There, I love using hot glue for my flowers because although art glitter glue is amazing, and I talk about it all the time, it's nice not to have to worry about anything shifting, you know, a year from now. And hot glue certainly stays put pretty well. These are flowers from 49 and Market, also one of my faves. Let's see, some more. Let's maybe over here. I love flowers. I feel like I could easily use, oh gosh, 2-3 packs per page if I really try hard. What are the most flowers you've ever used on a page? Come on, I know there are some of you out there like me who just go a little flower bananas. So tell me your secret. Is it 30? Have you used 30 flowers on a page? Or maybe you just don't use any flowers and you just look at them in their shiny packages and sigh because they're so pretty. Because I do that too. I look at some of my packages of flowers and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. Sometimes it's a shame to even use them because they're just too adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna add some little sparkle ones here and there. I think the more random the placement, the better sometimes. So I try not to overthink too much where I'm putting things, because I want it to look organic, you know? And I don't do forced random well. Same thing with rhinestones, things like that, where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna place this so randomly. And then I'm like, oh, this looks really boxy. It's like you can't get out of your own head with the random. Let's see, maybe some leaves. Not sure on the leaf, we'll come back to the leaf. Add some more of these here. Yeah, I have the Nuvo drops too, which are fun, and you could paint your own pearls basically. But again, it's really hard to get something that looks like it's just wherever it landed. They tend to look a little too well thought out. So let's put some more flowers there. Oh, this is a great page for flowers, you know? Just great. So I'm gonna put a little leaf there. I love leaves. Leaves are great filler and really give a nice fullness to your flower collage. Put one more there. And then the last thing I was gonna add to my page are some rhinestone swirls, because those are also fabulous and give a lot of character to your scrapbook pages and your cards. But I love huge rhinestones. Let's see what I can find that will look good with this color palette here. So I'm gonna search for those. I'll be right back. Okay, what I found are some teal. I thought that would be like a nice contrast, kind of pulls in the teal from this paper here. And the nice thing about really big rhinestone swirls is you can cut them apart and just use them how you need to. So you don't have to use the whole swirl as it is in the package. Just cut it apart, and sometimes they'll tear and it doesn't matter. You can place them down however you want. Okay, man, they do get a little sticky, so just be be warned. In fact, I'm going to pull this apart too. Put one here. See, I just tear them apart willy-nilly. Willy and nilly. Okay, let's put some over here. But they're so shiny. You can also use a stencil and put all your rhinestones down by hand if you're really feeling bored. I haven't gotten quite there yet. I'm always kind of like crafting in a hurry because kids nap times. Kids nap times. And why is it? When they know you're doing something, all of a sudden they need water. They didn't get the story. Oh, they forgot to get another hug. It's, you know, there's a lot. They're very, very busy when it's nap time. Suddenly very busy and need a lot of things. So I'm gonna put this one maybe over here. Yes, my kids have never been thirstier than right at bedtime. It's amazing. They will drink so much water. Okay, there's that. You just gotta kind of, depending on the brand of rhinestones too, I've noticed their little stickers sometimes are super fragile. So just, you know, be careful there. Man, that's a real loopy one. Okay, look at that. What do you think? Maybe do one down here. Bling. Bling is always good. I don't even wear jewelry, but I put bling on everything I make because it is delightful. Okay, so there's some bling there. And let's see, maybe another swirl or two. These are happy swirls here. Maybe one poking out from the leaf. And see how this collage, even though it's not really related to the photo area, it kind of makes a cohesive page, which I enjoy. So that's kind of my new thing. You might notice that on a lot of pages that I make here, is that I do these little side collages. It's almost like making a separate card, like a really fancy card in this case, but okay, so I think this is looking pretty good. What do you think? It's always hard to know when to stop because there are just so many fun goodies to use. You know? I know you buy them. They're there. Open that drawer. You're gonna be like, oh right, I do buy those. And I do have a ton of flowers. There you go. So there's my pretty page using 8 by 8 paper. Now I want to show you some of the other ones that I've made with this same exact paper line to give you some other ideas. This one here, I cut out some of the little images, matted them. This is an 8 by 8 sheet. Hey friends, cool trick, right? And then you could kind of cover it with a little pockety kind of thing here so no one ever has to know. Then the other one I made yesterday is this one. And circles are your friends because circles look like they came from a bigger sheet of paper. I don't know why that is. There's something about the illusion of it. This is a 7.5 circle I made on my Cricut and then matted it. This I believe is 6 and then I matted it. And these are also taken from the 8 by 8, taken from the 8 by 8, 8 by 8. Oh, these are stickers. Those are stickers. And then you just decorate it. And I mean, there you go. Now you have another reason to use smaller paper. It's not just for cards anymore. These are not just for cards. You have so many other options because the world is our oyster. We have sent a man to the moon. We can do this. So I wanted to show you this too because I thought you might think this is fun. I buy a lot of flowers and I like to color coordinate because I have a lot. So this is my purple box. Let me know how you organize your flowers. I would love to know your ideas. Do you keep them in packages like this until you're ready to use them? Do you open them all immediately and throw them in a box like a monkey? Because that's kind of what I do. My little monkeys, my kids, all open them when I get my packages and boxes in the mail, and they just tear into everything. And I have all the boxes of the colors, and they just throw reds in there, pinks in there. It could be a whole day activity depending on how much I have ordered that day. So I would like to know your thoughts and hear what you have to say about your own organization. And subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, get the updates as they come out, check it out and try it out. Let's make some stuff. Bye.